Twitter blew up overnight. I tried not to pay attention to it. You might notice I really have been on Twitter much, but like I said on the other night on my show, I never forget. Okay, if you've been with me for this long, you know, there's always more to every story. That's it. And it will not be tomorrow. It will not be next week. But eventually, the whole story, is going to be told. And I will remember JFK and others. I will remember who jumped on the bandwagon and who was so quickly ready to accept Turtle Boy bad. I will remember that. I will always, and I will remember who stood by me. I will remember that. So you can make your decision now about, do I want to jump on a bandwagon or wait for the facts to come out? Because Turtle Boy has earned our trust over the years. Turtle Boy always brings receipts. And there's certain things that I'm not going to say, but I will. It will all come out. And I know everything. So remember that. It was like on Christmas Eve when I got arrested for that with Lindsay Gattani. Some people are like, wow, what the hell happened? It's got a Guman, Medfield, what's happening? She's pregnant, blah, blah, blah. And I'm in jail and I couldn't tell my story. And I'm like, even some of my supporters I saw were like reading, like, oh, did he snap? Did he do this? Now, if you thought for a second that I did that, I don't forget. I don't forget. I remember who turned on me then. I remember. I'll never forget. So, believe what you want. Believe what you want. But I'm a receipts guy, and the truth always comes out. But for now, I think it's a huge nonsense distraction, and we got turtles to free, quite frankly. And we got another motion coming this week, and we got this, man. We got this. So. Anyway,
welcome everybody. This is the interview that everybody has been waiting for. The esteemed Kate Peter of Masshole Troll Mafia, recently renamed. Kate, why don't you inform my audience who has no idea who you are?
None whatsoever.
Your social media and what you're all about.
That's a broad question. My social media, you can find me on Masshole Troll Mafia. I am about bothering people. That's what I do, right? That's what it boils down to at this point. That's why we renamed it. We rebranded. I say we because contrary to popular belief, I do have people that work with me.
So you have people going in and out. So first question is, what kind of business arrangement do you have on your show? Do you have a company created, or do you have a profit sharing going on, anything like that?
There's usually not much profit. Like prior to the chili debacle, I would see on AdSense maybe somewhere between $200 to $500 a month. And I am really good at spending on like bullshit. It would get eaten up with like dumb bullshit. It's never been like a for-profit operation. There's been a huge influx of cash coming in since the chili debacle. So we're looking at right now anywhere between like $2,000 to $4,000 a month, which is a huge increase. But now that's going towards other things that come with the feud. But I work full time. This has never been like something that I consider to be a career. I'm 35 years old with a meth face. I'm not going to be an internet celebrity anytime soon. It was never really my plan.
So you attribute the success of your channel to Chili de Castro. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, it's sort of the ebb and flow of it. What I do is I kind of troll around the internet. I find people that I find interesting, or that I think there's a power imbalance there. I really don't like what I perceive to be bullying, for lack of a better term, right? Because social media, you can get a mob together and spread a ton of disinformation and just absolutely bear down on other people or take advantage of them financially. And I just like to even that up a little bit. And I'm a little bit of an agent of chaos too, so I do like the chaos. So it'll ebb and flow. We'll find, people that I kind of go back and forth with that people are not that interested in, or maybe I drag it out too long because I have impulse control problems and I take it, personally sometimes.
Isn't one of the things that Chili's accusing you of, though, is using your server to orchestrate hate mobs against him? Isn't that basically the crux of some of his accusations against you?
I don't really want to discuss too much pending litigation, but at one point, I believe that was, certainly publicly, his complaint about me would be that I disagree. I don't encourage that sort of stuff on Discord. Most of the time, they're fighting with each other.
Do you allow it on your Discord?
I allow anything that doesn't break the rules.
And what specifically are the rules?
Can I reference? Because we just changed them.
Sure.
Well, you didn't want me to bring any documentation.
I'm not going to show whatever you're referencing,
Right.
so you can be lying or not. People are going
Okay.
to have to take your word for it.
Well, one thing I don't do is lie. Some bad things, that's not one of them.
Have you ever lied?
Sure. I don't make a
Okay.
habit of it, though.
So you're lying when you say you didn't lie.
I guess so.
All right. So what are the rules? You were looking up the rules.
Yeah, that's what I was. So do not harass others, brigading, repeating, badgering, or
Hold on.
prolonged
Hold on. What does harass mean? I've been told it's simply showing up there with a name containing 3 words.
Sir.
3 words. None
You
of
are
which.
interjecting.
None of which were harassing. Is that?
And
is
I
it harassing?
No, I did not consider.
I was timed out immediately.
Right, and I immediately undid that, and that person is no longer a mod. What I'm trying to do here is I read the first part of the rule, and then you cut me off. It actually goes into detail. Brigading, repeating, badgering, or prolonged personal attacks based on race, color, religious creed, national origin, ancestry, sex, gender identity, age, and dehumanizing attacks will not be tolerated. So that right there encompasses what we consider harassment. Anything that does not fall within that is not harassment, per the rules of our server. Listen, we're American citizens. We have the right in this country to be mean. Yeah, you can be mean. You can be mean online. You know, you can be mean. Conversations can get heated. I love free speech. I'm, not quite. I wouldn't call myself a free speech absolutist because there are words that I like to just leave behind. Not a fan of the N-word. Not a fan of the F word.
Hey, faggot, I can see that you can post my voicemails on your Twitter because you're a bitch. Why can't you face a female? I am not afraid of you. I never witness intimidated you. You're not a witness in any case. You're just a small-dicked fucking faggot.
Not a fan of the F word.
But likes to prey on women. Call me back, motherfucker. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you did to Lindsay. Let's talk about what you did to Jen McCabe. Let's talk about what you did to Colin Albert, a 19-year-old juvenile. Let's talk about it, Aiden. Why are you so afraid of... I know that you're not. You just want to self-victimize. But how's your wife doing, by the way? How are your abused and neglected children doing, by the way? Call me back, you fucking faggot.
Not a fan of the F word.
I'll drive over to your parents' house right now. Fuck you.
Stuff like that. But for the most part, say what you want to say, right? And if you do use those words, far be it from me to tell you any different, right?
Yeah, it's like if you want to do that, I mean, knock yourself out. It's like
it's not a crime, right?
It's not our cup of tea.
But this takes it a step further, what they're doing, right? This takes it, so it's no longer just words on the internet. Now we see actions behind it locally.
So if I go onto your server, I'm not going to find anything that dehumanizes or harasses Chili DeCastro? Is that what you're telling me?
I would hope not.
That was not a very definite statement.
Well, because I would have to go. I did not go back and delete anything that would not fall in the rules before. I haven't deleted anything because I can't. But before this was put into effect, this was actually put into effect because of you coming on the server. Because the rules were so ambiguous at that point that they were just timing you out and throwing you out without any real clear infractions. Because you came in, and I believe that the username that you used was really offensive to some people.
I believe that I could state the username that I used. Which word did I use in my username that you haven't used on my Discord server?
Right. Well, I don't allow it in mine because it upsets people. I mean, I say mine, but I'm not even the server owner, technically, which I'm not diffusing responsibility or anything with that. But I don't really look at it as like, this is my space. I want it my way. I try to leave it as hospitable to the people that are in there as possible.
So
that's what it exists for.
Can you explain why Chili keeps being able to produce screenshots from your server about people wanting to get him removed from the internet or calling LAX on him to get him somehow subject to laws that he shouldn't otherwise be subject to?
Right.
Why is he always able to find those things on your server if you have all of these wonderful rules against it?
Well, I mean, how is that? Is that brigading? Is it repeating badgering or prolonged personal attacks based on race, color, religious creed, national origin, ancestry, sex, gender identity, age, or dehumanizing attacks?
I don't know. I guess not. So it's fine if we brigade him, just as long as we don't brigade him based on ethnicity, race.
No. No brigading, period. Where is that brigading?
Organizing people to call LAX to get him arrested.
I believe that the screenshot was pulled with somebody stating that they had, not asking other people to.
Okay. I'll accept you at your word that your server is blameless and pure as the driven snow.
Oh, I say
and
that?
never, ever
Let's
would
not
you
go into
have,
absolutes.
never would you
I don't
host
live
a
in a space
dehumanizing
where it's
attack on Chili.
absolutes.
You treat him with the same amount of kid gloves and care as you do any other person on your server. Right?
Well, look, me personally, or the people in there.
Well, it's your server. I mean, I know it's not technically your server, but technicalities are fun, but it's your server. You are the reason why everyone is there. It's your server. You have a strong hand in what the rules are and how they play out. I like Kate. I like Kate a lot. I think she's a great person, and I am not going to be accused of softballing her. So,
all lies.
I told you I wanted to have sex with you. That means I like you. Wait, or is that backwards? I forget. I forget which it is. Anyway, backwards. I was going somewhere with this. About Chili being treated differently than other people, and it's your server, and so it's your responsibility because you have the power. Like you said, someone timed me out and you immediately reinstated it. You have the control over what the rules are, or at least substantial control. So it is your server, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's there.
Okay. And Chili doesn't get treated any different than anyone else, correct?
I don't know that that's accurate. You have to prompt people to be like, no. Like, I've had to go in several times and be like, hey, guys, why are you trying to get Chili taken off the internet? Why are you talking about this? There has to be some reminders in there. But we're dealing with a lot of tribalism, right? It's tough. And I mean, I definitely get to swing back on the tribalism, too, from time to time. I just don't give a fuck. I don't agree with people being like, oh, we should get Chili taken off the internet. It's hypocritical because people are pissed off when he's doing it to everybody else. Discord is going to be a little bit of a touchy subject for me right now because it's been very, very frustrating adjusting to. I don't want to purposely harm most other people. We have to be fair there because I have some impulse control problems and sometimes I can be a little bit more rugged than I really should be.
Hey, Maggot.
Not a fan of the F word.
It's Kate Peter, Krusty Panty. I just wanted to let you know every time you get a block number, it's not Lindsay or LG or anyone else. It's me. And I just want to let you know that when you go back to jail, I had absolutely everything to fucking do with it because you're a dumb motherfucker. And every time that you victimize a female, I am going to be right there pushing back. I just want you to know that. Play this on your fucking live show. I am going to get the best of you. You're a bad person and everybody's going to see it. Have a nice day. By the way, Karen Reed wants nothing to do with you. Go fuck yourself, bitch. I meant it.
But for the most part, I don't go into anything being like, I would like to harm, groups of people for no reason. So I don't want people to be emotionally harmed in my server. I want to have some rules. I want to make it as civil as possible. The things that upset a lot of the people in my Discord server right now don't upset me and were at one point commonplace. Going back to sort of your beef with the Discord server, if you want to call it that, sort of the controversy with Merb and my Discord is that you were using words that people took great offense to. And I get that, and I can understand that, and I understand that words can be harmful, and I'm not trying to take away from that. However, prior to the server becoming 2,800 people in there right now, when it was a bit smaller, we would regularly do things like troll Chan boards and just drop the link and see we could get in there. I really enjoyed having neo-Nazis and white nationalists and, unrepentant trans folks. I liked having those people in there because I liked winding them up. I thought it was funny. We were having this conversation, me and one of the guys that's been in there a while the other day on voice chat, that if you really are opposed to people that have these beliefs and these behaviors, rather than just trying to shut them up, it does a lot more to mock and diminish them, right? So, I mean, if you have somebody who comes in, can I use words on your channel?
I absolutely don't give a shit.
Okay, all right. Okay, so if you have somebody that comes in and says nigger, 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 and I know that's going to get clipped, whatever. I wouldn't call myself a free speech absolutist because there are words that I like to just leave behind, not a fan of the N-word, over and over and over again. If you go, oh, that's awful, you're giving them a ton of power right now. They have the power to upset a large group of people, and now you just want to shut them up, and so you just toss them out. That person is going, haha, I upset everybody, and they feel powerful, and they're also going, I'm more marginalized. I'm speaking the truth, and they won't even let me speak it. If you let them do that and mock them relentlessly for it, then it's not just how they feel about what they're doing. The people around observe this is a joke. This is not something to be taken seriously. Somebody who believes in white supremacy is funny. It's a clown. It's not something that I should hitch my wagon to. That is how I feel about these things. So it's been very frustrating for me to see as soon as something is said that's out of line, there's no real discourse around it anymore. We just want to shut them up. And it's caused some problems, and we lost a mod that a lot of people liked in there. And I have nothing personal against the guy. But when you came back in with that name niggardly nagger Nancy. I know what you were doing. It was fucking obnoxious. Like, I get that. It was fucking obnoxious. But there were no actual slurs in there. Niggardly means that you are miserly. Nagger means that you are nagging. And Nancy is a female first name. That's it. So for you to be timed out immediately, yeah, I mean, I immediately fixed that. People were not happy. Such is life. I'm not here to make everybody happy. I usually am doing the opposite.
So you think it helps the discourse if you don't actually ban words? Is that a
I try to moderate as little as possible. We have 8 rules right now. I think they're pretty fair. It does ban some words. It's just necessary.
Why do you need why is it necessary? Because I have one rule on my Discord.
Right.
One rule, and that's no child porn. And if anybody posts child porn, I will send it to the FBI, and then I will delete the post and I'll ban the person. And that's it. Like, that's it. That's the only thing that's banned. So why do you need to ban words?
Well, TOS, number one, because I absolutely will get mass reported for shit like that. The whole server will go down, which means that I lose the server, and 2,800 other people will have their accounts in jeopardy, because that's what Discord is doing now. And also, that's just the social climate in there. You know, the people that are in there get to determine, to some extent, like, how they want to interact. And I mean, I'm just there to facilitate it.
But you dropped hard R's on my server.
I just did. Yeah.
You've seen other people drop hard R's on my server. You've seen that F word that we could only spell and not say, apparently. You've seen that used on my server. There's one guy in there who used incredibly offensive names as his screen name. And yet my server is still up, and my server has been up, I believe, since before yours was. So
yours was the first one joined, actually. So
I'm wondering why you think that you're going to get your server deleted, when I think we can assume that more people like you than like me. Would you agree with that?
It depends what field. I'm so sorry. Hold on just a minute. Do you need money?
Oh, yes, I need money.
Okay.
But everybody make sure, while she's doing her thing, make sure that you click on the link to my G-String account. I ought to put the link in the description, in fact, because it's important. Let's see if we can go to my G-String account here. And thank you for your patience while I post this in the chat. Make sure everybody donates to my G-String account. Super important. All right. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. Sorry. I'm going to share this. So, yeah, no, your server has not been taken down. Yeah, I have been warned repeatedly that it could happen to mine. I take that seriously. There are people that are very personally affected by those words in my server. They have spoken to me privately and personally about it. Is it my server? Yes, but it is populated by 2,800 other people that I don't want to have a bad time.
Okay, so on my server, is it really common for people to drop the hard R?
On yours, no.
Is it really common for people to drop the hard F that we can only spell?
No. More when we're talking about my server, I guess.
I'm just asking because I think on my server, no one really cares if that happens. And so it's not a big deal. So it goes away in the scroll of feed. Why can't that happen on your server? Why do you have to do it? Why do you have to moderate to the lowest common denominator?
I think that's just the right thing to do.
That doesn't really tell me anything, but we'll move on.
I think that a lot of people at this point are getting the wrong impression about my social media and me as a human being and what I'm doing here. I am not a professional YouTuber. I'm not. I am not somebody who is looking for a lot of fame, glory, or money on the internet. I'm fucking around. It's how I blow off steam. I am not a professional believe in YouTuber. Some of what I do sometimes, and other times I'll tell you I'm just trolling and I mean it. Like, there's just no more to that. I am not a professional. How I look at things changes to a certain extent. Who I am changes. So it's just as chaotic as I am. It's my server. I am not a professional YouTuber. It really exists so that all these people can communicate with each other how they want to until Murray comes in.
So I think the First Amendment line of questioning pretty well. Let's talk about Turtle Boy. How did you meet Turtle Boy?
I read his blog and I really got sucked in, and I would comment a lot. I am not out of nowhere. YouTuber. I think I had gotten into an online argument actually with his YouTube co-host at the time, and it was pretty back and forth and nasty, as I like to do online, because, like, again, this isn't new for me. I pick fights online. I've been doing it for a long time. I was working for the company that I'm working for now. I have, you know, more or less a career. If I'm a writer, I'll try it out. And by naive, at the time, uneducated viewpoint, to be a really legitimate thing that I thought would be a good opportunity. So I did. And so from there, I began writing for his blog. We would communicate, mostly blog related. It took on kind of a friendly overtone. There was a lot of sharing back and forth. That is a bad idea. Don't do that. don't constantly personally disclose with a stranger on the internet that's known for shitting on other people for a living. That's not a good idea. But I did, and he did as well.
Did you ever tell him that he was your idol?
Yeah, I believe I did.
Did you ever have sex with him?
No.
Did you ever want to have sex with him?
No.
Did he ever attempt to have sex with you?
He made some inappropriate comments from time to time, but I have nothing overt.
That doesn't really answer my question. I've made inappropriate comments.
Nah, but I know you're joking.
Am I?
You are. Shut up. No, I know you are. Yeah, I know that you are. Different. And I mean, at one point, he had taken sort of a clandestine picture of my legs. One time we were at a court hearing, somebody was dragging him to court for something, and he had taken like a clandestine picture of my legs. And it wasn't even a flattering picture. I was wearing pantyhose, I think, at the time. It literally looked like sausages. But he sent it to someone and he said, these are Kate's sexy legs. And I didn't find out about it until like months later when they told, and I was like really creeped out. And then, another time he sent me a text.
That means, wait, he took a picture of your legs and said these are Kate's sexy legs, which could be honest or it could be sarcastic. And that means that he wanted to have sex with you?
No, it was inappropriate.
Lots of things are inappropriate.
It was creepy. It was creepy.
The guy takes videos of himself masturbating, so inappropriate is his middle name. But I'm asking you if he like made overt attempts to have intercourse with you.
Well, he's a bitch. So I don't think he's ever really made overt no. And I believe this because I have seen him in group messages with other women talking about how, he likes to troll for fans and fuck fans and this and that and everything else. I think that he loves to bring up the fact that I once called him my idol. I said it at the time. I don't remember if I meant it. I honestly don't. I might have been blowing smoke because that's what you do with Aiden. I might have been serious. Probably somewhere in the middle, honestly. But I take it back now. I spend most of my time online now trying to consciously not be like Aiden, and I beat myself up when I find myself, giving into my darker impulses and mirroring his behavior. That's just the truth.
But you do mirror his behavior.
Sometimes, yeah.
Has he ever sued you, either for a harassment prevention order
yes.
or money?
Yeah, for a harassment prevention order. 3 times.
3
2
times?
times? 2 times? I think 2 times.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer. I think it was twice.
Okay. Did you ever sue him either for a harassment prevention or for monetary damages?
1 harassment prevention order.
So you never sued him for monetary damages?
No.
Did you ever copyright strike him?
Yes.
Did you present a falsified complaint, federal copyright claim complaint?
100% yes.
Okay. Do you know who Marcus, Erico, Emmer, and Brooks is?
Yes.
I'm assuming that in your current line of work, they represent your employer. Am I close? I'm not trying to disclose who your employer is or anything like that, but I'm going to assume that, and your close is close enough. Do you know Gary Daddario?
Why are you asking that?
I ask a lot of dumb questions. Some of them are pointed.
I know Gary.
Okay. Did Gary ever prepare a complaint for you?
I'm not going to comment on that.
Okay. What were your finances like between, let's say, the middle of 2018 to the middle of 2020? Were you flush? Were you a little shy of money during that time?
No, I'm about the same I am now. I've never been flush, but I support myself and my children pretty comfortably.
Okay. So you weren't having any financial issues during that time?
No.
Okay. No lawsuits, small claims lawsuits about any monies that you owed during that time?
I honestly don't. I mean, there's probably some out there. I don't really attend to them.
Did you do any fundraising during that time?
Yes.
Did you do any fundraising for specific purposes or just general, give me money, I'm having a hard time paying?
No, it was specifically for, I was planning to sue Turtle Boy is what happened.
Okay. How much money approximately did you raise to sue Turtle Boy?
I believe it was around $3,000.
$3,000. What happened to that money?
It was actually spent on an attorney for a clerk magistrate's hearing that was brought against me by the Holden police, where Aiden had falsely claimed that I had hacked his devices. So the Holden police declined to file charges, but he badgered them. So they finally kind of rolled over and said, well, we'll turn it over to a clerk magistrate. So I actually only had a handful of donors for that, and this was discussed. I can think of one person who has taken exception to it, who has been offered to just take a refund for years. But I can tell you that the main, well, I'm not going to tell you Aiden would know who the main donor in that was. If he really thought about it, Aiden would know who the main donor in that was. That is someone who did not take any exception to it being rolled over to attorney's fees for something else. And then it was discussed afterwards whether pursuing another claim would be prudent, but I've gone on and off over that throughout the years. The fact of the matter is the guy is fucking judgment proof. He is. It's fucking judgment proof. I'm learning that with my current situation now.
Can you talk about what happened last night?
I've been seeing Irish Demon. He came in from Boston. He's been hanging out with me. And so he had this plan, this express mission that he was going to confront Aiden. So Aiden ended up going out.
Can I interrupt you? I don't follow Irish Demon, so I just need to know kind of what you mean by confront, like fisticuffs or just...
No. I know that that's what his subscribers would say. I think it's so silly, though. I don't believe that it was fisticuffs. I believe that what he was going to do was ask him some very, very pointed and loaded questions and kind of play like they were friendly and try to get as much information out of him about this ongoing stuff. Maybe some, misdeeds that Aiden has been a little squirrely about talking about, that he was going to try to get that information. So he did, and I was there. As Aiden anticipated I was going to be there. I did watch a little bit of a live stream that he did on the way there, and he specifically said that there was a good possibility that good old Krusty Panties might be there, and that's okay because he's got a camera too. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Are you good old Krusty Panties?
I am. I'm good old Krusty Panties.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, we were sitting downstairs at the hotel bar for about an hour, and we turn around, Aiden's there, right? Okay, cool. He turns around, he sees me, and just kind of stops dead in his tracks, and he goes, "Oh, look who's here." And I was like, "Aiden, where are your kids tonight? Where's your wife?"
Why does it seem to bother you so much that Aiden is... I'm assuming Aiden's married because everybody's telling you he's cheating on his wife. And I'm just wondering why you care.
Because...
Are you married to him? Are you his wife?
God, no. God.
Okay.
It has literally nothing to do with anyone but Aiden directly. And
So
I
why
will tell
do you care?
Because he is someone who is constantly using his platform to shit on other people's messy life decisions and families, myself included. I can think back to a 6-year feud he's had going on now with this guy named Michael Gaffney. Same sort of situation.
We're going off on a tangent.
No, we're
why
not.
you
I'll
care.
tell you why. Because of the hypocrisy behind it.
So your solution to his hypocrisy is to do a little of your own and be like, "Oh, you're getting into other people's messy business, so I'm going to get into your messy business."
Exactly.
That's the way
That
we're
is
playing?
100%. And I'm not going to
Okay.
say that that is mature or ethical or anything else, but it's honest. That is legitimately it. I at some point made the turnabout decision that I was going to retaliate in kind, and now I have no business complaining anymore, right?
Did it work?
What?
Did your plan work? I mean, has it stopped him from making content about you?
No.
Has it stopped him from talking about your kids?
Oh, nothing
and
was
your
going to do that.
situation?
Merb has absolutely no issue calling me on my bullshit and holding my feet to the fire, which is very necessary for my own personal growth. Do I want to be a shitbag online? Not what I aspire to. Does it happen sometimes? Yes. This is YouTube. It's content. I am not
So
a professional
you're saying
YouTuber.
that he doesn't moisten your crusty panties?
Does he moisten yours? I'm naked.
A little
from the
bit,
waist down
yeah. I
because
mean,
that's
he's a
what
good-looking
show
boy.
up. Right.
What do you think is more important than your credibility on the internet?
More important than credibility on the internet?
What more than your credibility is important on the internet?
I mean, I can't think of anything, but my priority is not going to be everybody's priorities. I care most about my credibility because I am not a professional YouTuber. I really try to be as authentic as possible. I am not a professional. The good, the bad, and in between. I don't feel like at my advanced age, misrepresenting myself or hiding things is really going to be that beneficial to me or anyone else around me. And quite frankly, some of the shittier things about me kind of shocks and upsets people. And I love that. I do. But that's just me. Somebody else might think that their income on the internet is more important, or that being liked is more important, not upsetting people. I think that it's a pretty subjective question.
It is entirely subjective,
Yeah.
and that's why I was asking you your opinion. If there's anything more important.
Not to
you.
me, no.
Okay. Final line of questioning, because we're running up on about an hour, and I want to keep it about an hour. That way we're fair to the other people. I know I've been a lot harder on you than I was on them, but again, it's because I like you. How much have you raised for your current legal defense?
Can I look it up?
Absolutely.
Okay, sorry. I know. I
You
believe
can
that it
estimate
is.
too.
I like to be. I've been keeping a tally, and I actually have I have a spreadsheet. As of today, it is $52,648.68.
$52,000 dues. And how much of that has been paid to your attorney?
$60,000.
Okay. Have you ever manipulated a receipt from a law firm to suggest that you paid or receive services more than you have?
No.
What assurances do the donors have that the money that they're sending you is in fact going to be spent on your defense in the case that they have donated for the purpose of?
Well, so I scroll through this stuff live periodically. I've only gotten one invoice so far, so I shared that. I don't even know if I should have, right? But I did just for transparency's sake. I will continue to do that.
So you spent about $30,000 on attorney's fees, which leaves about $20,000 still in your pocket, correct?
Well, I just continue to send the money over to the attorney is what I'm doing.
So as you get it, you send it to the attorney. You don't. So the attorney knows exactly how much to bill you.
All right, gentlemen, I'll take your case, but I'm going
I'm just
to have
asking.
to ask for a $1,000
Listen.
retainer.
$1,000, but your ass is no money
Yes,
down.
I don't know. I'm not him.
Okay.
I don't want to get too much
got
into
this
anything
all
that has to do with
screwed
my current representation in that relationship, but
So let's talk about past representation. Did you have that same practice with previous attorneys and law firms where if you were crowdfunded, let's say, I think you said it was around $3,000 to sue Turtle Boy, did you pay that whole $3,000 to a law firm to represent you in that?
So you don't work on a
Yes.
contingency basis?
And then you got a refund, correct?
No,
what?
money down.
Well, so you raised, I believe previously, correct me if I'm wrong, I asked you about raising money previously to sue Turtle Boy.
Right.
And you said you raised approximately $3,000. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did you take that $3,000 and place the whole $3,000 in an attorney's trust for him to represent you on that lawsuit?
Oops.
A little bit over it originally. And then what ended up happening was, I got a refund, but it was a little bit wonky in between because there was some question about, adding more. I really don't want to get into all that, but I did have documentation of that
Shouldn't
as
have this bar
well as
association
the
up
attorney
with
that I
you either.
took after the fact. I had documentation
Did you share those receipts?
on Discord with donors. It was a really small thing. It wasn't a public fundraiser. I didn't do it to the public level.
I thought you did a fundraiser. Define the difference between what you did before.
It was
and what
a
you're doing
PayPal pool that was just passed around, I believe, Discord. That's all. When the Discord server was really small, it wasn't something that I was like going up on YouTube and being like, I need to raise this money. We didn't do that.
now. But you still raised approximately $3,000.
Right.
Okay. And then
Then you must have had him sleeping.
no worries, kids. Did you have any closing thoughts or statements that you want to make to round out this hour-long interview?
No. Oh, could I take any questions that people might have? Would that be appropriate, or?
It doesn't matter to me. Do you want me to find some and read them, or
Yeah, please.
do you want to? Oh boy! All right, let's scroll up to the. Okay, we got one. Kate, you admitted to forging a federal court document against Turtle Boy with the YouTube copyright. How can anyone trust you not to forge other documents?
Well, because I admitted it, like right off the bat. I had intentions of filing it, is what I believe. We want to get into specifics because I know I just pointedly answered that yes, but I had gotten, so Turtle Boy had taken a video of mine that was from my new channel, had nothing to do with his, ripped it, played it without no editing, no transformation whatsoever. It was extremely offensive to me at the time. I was highly emotional still because it was right in the midst of this terrible dissolution of this business relationship, if you want to call it that. So emotions were high anyway. And so he rips the entire video down and I copyright struck it. Would I do that today now? No, because I have a lot thicker skin, but I didn't back then. So I copyright struck it. And it was a legitimate copyright strike. There was nothing transformative about it. And so he issues a counterclaim. And the counterclaim, I'm not saying this verbatim, but pretty much was, Kate Peter was under my employ until at least 30 days ago. Therefore, anything that she produces now also belongs to me. And I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, you don't get to own me. I'm a human being. Like, I am no longer with your shitty blog. Your YouTube channel can die out on its own now that I don't have my fucking hands on it anymore. I'm doing my own thing. You don't own me. So I went and I looked for a copyright, complaint that had already been filed before because I didn't know how to do it. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm talking to the guys I was working with. I'm going to e-file this. I don't care what it fucking costs. And so I go ahead and I use it sort of as a template. And I didn't even change the fucking number. I didn't even know to, honestly. It was there. And I submitted it to fucking YouTube. and then promptly was like, yeah, I don't know how to e-file. Fuck it, I already did it. That's just the truth. Was it a shitty thing to do? 100%. Have I done anything like that since? No. I was fucking pissed off. Fuck you, say you own me. It's a good way to trigger me. Say that you fucking own me. So, I mean, you can trust that I won't do that again because I readily admit to it. Like, when I fuck up, I have absolutely no problem being like, yes, I did that. That's why I did that. Decide whether I was justified or not. Sometimes I'll admit I wasn't justified. I fucking did it anyway, and I move on. I have no reason to lie about these things. Yes, Christiana can come off.
So, well, that
Oh, sorry. You guys, clean up after your trash because I'm seeing a lot of stuff. Okay.
So I just want to clarify. So you pulled this complaint
Yeah.
off the internet, and it had a case number in it in the
Yeah.
case number slot.
Right.
You didn't type that case number in there.
No, I
in
didn't
the
type
case
it in
number
there.
spot.
I
You
didn't type it.
it in.
I didn't. I literally so what I did was I pretty much took the whole thing and then I just entered the name. I used it as a template is essentially what I did. And I didn't type in the case number. I didn't type anything other than deleting their facts and putting in my own. It was sloppy. It was dumb.
The reason why I ask is because, generally speaking, when you fill out a complaint, you don't put anything in the case number spot.
Right.
So I don't see why that particular law firm that drafted that particular complaint
No.
would put anything in the complaint.
No.
Case number
It was
spot.
it was something that had already been filed. Like it was like I pulled it.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, Kate. I pulled it.
Oops.
I pulled it. I pulled not only what you had, but I pulled the original.
But your
Right,
ad says no money
So
down.
I know what both look like.
Right.
And in the
They got
original that
this
was
all
filed,
screwed
this is a
up.
point of question, and I apologize for this. I still like you. In the original that was filed, it said case number, and then it was blank.
No, I don't
Yep.
believe it.
Now you could get the case number by going to the top of the document where Pacer puts the case number in there. But you have to ask yourself, Kate, you've been in a lawsuit now. You've seen
Right.
you've seen the Pacer filings. On the initial complaint that Chili files, there is no case number in the case number spot because you don't have it when you're doing the initial filing.
I will pull it again, but I did not. I can honestly say, right hand to God, did not personally type that in. I pulled something that already had a case number in it and just didn't delete it.
Oh, it had a case number in it. Yeah.
Right.
It just didn't have a case number in the case number spot.
To my recollection, it did. Maybe I remember incorrectly. I don't think that I am though, but this was 4 years ago. But no, I honestly used it. I had the intention of filing it, right? So I mean, I certainly would not have had a case number in there at all that I would have put in.
Okay. Well, we don't do documents on this stream, so
I know.
I'm not going to show you what I have, unless you show me what you have.
I like off air. I will go back and actually, because that is something that I am fairly confident I'm answering. I'm answering, accurately, but I don't know entirely. So I will pull what I have. I'm sure that I have it somewhere because I keep voluminous files of all this shit forever. I just don't delete anything. So
Let's see if we have any other questions in here. I'm just going to go down to the bottom. Am I flirting with Kate? Absolutely, I'm flirting
no,
with
he's
Kate.
not.
You don't speak for me.
I speak for the whole internet. Haven't you heard?
No one's really asking questions, so I think now's a good time to stop. I appreciate you coming by. Her marriage situation. Okay, are you married?
Yes,
Okay. Do you cohabitate with your husband?
I do.
Okay. And is he okay? Is he okay with me flirting with you?
Yeah. No, he's
Okay.
been in there.
All right. Hold on a second. Did you conspire with? I like these. Did you conspire with Irish Demon to secretly record Turtle Boy last night?
Did I conspire? I drove him there. I mean, is it secret if it's in public and the recording device is visible all the time? I don't even know what pulled the law on that.
I don't know. And I think that's good. All right. So thank you for coming in. I appreciate everybody for coming in. Do you beat your kids? That's stupid. Oh, so do you understand the difference between neglect and abuse?
I do, very intimately.
Okay. Do you believe that there is a different definition in the Massachusetts Code for neglect and abuse?
I know that there is.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because I was involved with the system.
Okay. Way to dodge the questions. I don't see. Type it in again, squiggly thingy guy. So, do you think it is somehow excusable to have been neglectful of your children but not abusive?
I think that it is an unnecessary spin to put on the situation. Because as I know you told yourself, right? Abuse is non-accidental. It implies, it doesn't even just apply, it requires a certain level of willful behavior that was just not involved in my situation with my children over 8 years.
So it wasn't willful on your part. It was just you had other things going on.
I was tremendously mentally ill with absolutely no treatment whatsoever. I could not take care of myself, let alone take care of my children at the time. It's just that I'm not excusing that. I have to live with that. Nobody else does, but I never intentionally harmed them.
I'm going to ask a very personal question. You can just tell me to fuck right off if you want to. What was your diagnosis?
Post-traumatic stress disorder and depression.
The next question is from Squiggly Lines. Were you invited to the Irish Turtle meeting?
Yes.
Who invited you?
Irish.
Okay. All right. So now that's really the end of it. Again, thank you guys for watching. I think we've done enough damage for today. Have a great night.